Yo, it's your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, back at you with a new video. Let's go, baby. Let's go. One sec here. It's Saturday, July 13th, 2024, with your boy Ryan and the Northwest Sports Fanatics. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Smash that like button either now or on your way out. Donate to your boy if you can. Cash App $sign ORION or the YouTube Super Chat right here. We got the Seattle Mariners versus the Los Angeles Angels. First pitch is going to be here in a couple minutes, and I apologize. I had some errors come up on the Twitter/X side, and it blocked my screen, so I had to end up restarting the stream just a couple minutes ago, and then I got another kind of message that popped up, so I apologize with that, but we'll get back on it here in just 1 second. Let's cue up the music, get into the thumb, and we got first pitch here in just a couple minutes. I think Twitter/X is trying to get me to pay more money so that way we can actually stream it on the X side as well as the YouTube side. I'll have to look into the details after the stream is over, but I'm ready to get into it, even though that weird error popped up on my screen in that message. But let's get it going. Let's queue up everything and get it started. And on the thumb, on the left, we have Julio Rodriguez. And on the right, we have Taylor Ward. And let's start it off with the starting lineups for your Seattle Mariners. Leading off for the Mariners at shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Batting second, DHing today for Seattle, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Batting third, playing center field, no-fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Let's get it, baby. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, catching tonight for the Mariners, Mitch Garver. Batting fifth, playing right field for Seattle, Luke Raley. Batting sixth, playing first base for Seattle, Ty France. Batting seventh, playing second base for the Mariners, Jorge Polanco. Batting eighth, playing third base for the Mariners, Hollywood Josh Rojas. And batting ninth, playing left field, Victor Robles. And on the mound for the Mariners, with a 7-6 record, an ERA of 3.39, George Kirby. Let's go, baby. And let's get into the starting lineups for the Los Angeles Angels. Leading off for the Angels, DHing Anthony Rendon. Batting second, playing first base, Nolan Chanel. Batting third, playing left field, Taylor Ward. Batting cleanup, batting fourth, third baseman, Brandon Drury. Batting fifth, catching tonight for the Angels, Logan O'Hoppe. Batting sixth, playing center field, Mickey Moniak. Batting seventh, playing second base, Keston Hiura. Batting eighth for the Angels, shortstop, Zach Neto. And batting ninth, playing right field, Joe Adele. And on the mound for the Angels with a 4-7 record, an ERA of 3.87, Jose Soriano. I got definitely thrown for a loop right there when that error message came up. And again, I had to start the stream and then I ended it. And then I had to start it again. And for whatever reason, Twitter/X has got some kind of error or message for me, probably wanting more money out of my pocket to be able to stream in both locations, which never had any issues with that before. But I guess everyone is looking for more money nowadays. First pitch to J.P. Crawford outside for a strike, 0-1 count. Dan in the building, what's good? EX in the building, what's good? Matt in the building, what's good? Let's go, baby. Yeah, obviously we know what the we don't talk politics here on the channel, but I think everyone knows what happened earlier today, and hopefully everything will be up to speed. I'll have to do some investigating after the game is over and see if I can link everything up on the Twitter/X side, which is a little weird that it wasn't able to come up, but I'm going to see if it'll allow me maybe to do it now, but let me see. I'm going to try to do it. Let me see if I can do it here. The premium account on X is required in order to stream on the platform. Interesting. Never had to have that before, unless that's something that just added or some kind of error. But that got me kind of thrown for a loop, obviously twice here today. Top of the first, 0-0, Mariners and Angels. But again, if there's a bunch of apps that are down or they're crashing, not really sure why necessarily if things are linked, but I never have had that message come up on the Twitter/X account. But I'll definitely do some investigating moving forward. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We're going to try to get to 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50 for the stream, and 100 in the donos on every stream that we do. 1-2 pitch from Soriano to JP, 2-2 count. Well, at least I know it's not just me that's having the issues there. But again, normally I'll stream on Twitter/X as well as YouTube, but this is the first time that I'm hearing about having a premium account to be able to stream on Twitter/X. If someone can do some research on that for me and let me know if Twitter/X made some updates today that you have to stream and have a premium account and not just a regular account, that's new news to me. I haven't heard any news about that, but if anyone can look that up for me in the time being, I'd be greatly appreciated. Top of the first, 0-0, Mariners and Angels. Soriano on the mound and JP Crawford in the box. Let's go, baby. 3-2 pitch, popped up. Fading foul. Count remains full at 3-2. Let's go, baby. And if you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got 14 people in the building, but we only got 4 likes so far. So if you are in the room right now, please smash the like button. We want to try to get 20 within the first hour, 30 to 50 for the stream. 3-2 pitch. Pitch is outside, and there is a walk to J.P. Crawford. We love that, baby. Let's go. Next up for the Mariners, big dumper, DHing for Seattle, Cal Raleigh. Easy, what other apps that you know of have been crashing or down? Is it just like Twitter/X is having some issues, or is there other apps other than Twitter or X that have been down? Cal Raleigh with a little bloop single there to the outfield. Go, JP, run to third, baby. Yes, sir. Runners on the corners on first and third. Let's go, baby. George Kirby on the mound today. Logan Gilbert tomorrow. Daniel in the building. What's good? Nice base knock there by Cal Raleigh after JP getting walked. Next up, center fielder, no fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Trident's up, baby. DX in the building. What's good? And I apologize for starting the stream right before about 5 minutes and then having to end it. But again, I had that error message come up through Twitter/X that it wasn't linking my stream to Twitter and YouTube. And usually I stream on both platforms, to gain more views and to gain more ground on the Northwest Sports Fanatics on the YouTube channel. And it came up with a message saying that I need to have a premium account to stream on Twitter/X, which has never popped up on my screen before. Julio right up the middle, back-to-back hits by Cal and Julio. 1-0 Mariners. Hell yeah. There we go. I'm doing great, man. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang, $10 holla, DX. Thank you so much for your generosity, love, and support to the channel for me and my pup. And again, let me know what you want to do for photos. If you want to do NASCAR photos, baseball photos, hockey photos of the Kraken, let me know. And I got you. I appreciate you more than you know. Thank you so much. We're at 10:90 to go. Let's get it. Twitter, Insta, Reddit, Facebook, and wow. So all of that. And then what problems, EZ, have you been noticing? Just that the apps are crashing, the apps are having errors, things like that. it's a damn shame because it's going to minimize a little bit of the views and the subs possibility, donos. Everything gets affected when I'm not being able to do my regular routine. And again, I got kind of thrown off at the beginning of the stream at my first one. Then I ended it. Then I did another one, thought the message would disappear, but then it didn't. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow when I try to live stream on both platforms. And if I get that same error message again, having to have a premium account to stream, live stream on Twitter/X, which has never been the case, but I don't know what's going on. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Big swing and a miss. Behind in the count, 0-2 for Mitch Garver. Just not starting up when I try to open the just closing air. Really? Wow. Captain Oreo in the building. What's good? And I apologize for not being able to go through the starting lineups and going through everything else that I talk about mental health right away. Pitches low, out of the zone, 1-2 count. But again, I had to restart the stream unexpectedly, and I didn't really I kind of got thrown out of my rhythm. But we're good here on the YouTube side, and hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to stream on the Twitter/X side as well. 1-2 pitch from Soriano to Garver. Pitches inside at the knees, 2-2 count. I got you. Two pitch. Popped up. Should be a routine play for the Angels. Two Angels conversing to the baseball. Oh, over the shoulder catch. He tried to be like Willie Mays and he dropped it. And I don't know what Cal was doing there, running to third. We probably should have just stayed. But again, the runners had to keep advancing. Now you got runners at first and second. He had no choice. He had to go. But that's a damn shame. And I don't think that was on purpose. Zach Neto drops that baseball. Nice error there by the Angels. And it's still 1-0 Seattle. Cal had no choice. I mean, you know, at that point, you already had two guys on, so that's a damn shame. Next up for the Mariners, right fielder, Luke Raley. Go, Luke. First pitch outside of the zone, but called strike, 0-1 count. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share, help your boy out. Let's go, baby. Houston lost today. We dance. Nice. And again, they're getting very, very close to tying us in the division. So we're going to need to take advantage every opportunity we get. Big swing and a miss by Luke Raley. Behind in the count, 0-2. Come on, Luke. Focus, bud. Let's go. We're going to need an all-out effort here today. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's try to get 20 likes within the first hour, 30 to 50, overall. And let's get 100 in the donos on every single stream. 0-2 pitch. Dribbler up the middle. Force out. Double play opportunity. Got him. And we leave a couple stranded, but the damage is done. 1-0 Mariners. Good start for the Mariners there. Damn shame for Luke Raley getting into that double play, but it is what it is. But at least I was able to get into the starting lineups, even though I felt a little bit rushed. And like I mentioned multiple times on the stream, make sure you guys are taking care of your mental health, addiction, depression, anxiety. These are things that a lot of us go through on the regular, on the daily, or have in the past. So if you feel like you're slipping into the darkness a little bit, make some minor adjustments to your daily routine. If you're not exercising, get out there and get a walk in, a couple times throughout the week, or you can be hardcore like me and walk 3 times a day with a pup and really get that exercise in. I do about an hour, hour and a half every single day. Okay. And then if you obviously are eating fast food every day, cut back on that, eat a little bit healthier. You'd be really surprised on making minor adjustments to your diet, how it'll make you feel at the end of the day. And number 3, make sure you're listening to music at least 30 minutes a day. You'd be really surprised the effect on music has on the brain and on your mental health. And if you end up doing those 3 basic things, it'll help you get out of the darkness a little bit quicker and help you win the day. Big facts. Let's go, baby. Let's go, Mariners. And on the mound for the Mariners with a 7-6 record, an ERA of 3.39, it's George Kirby. Let's go, baby. We need a good performance out of Kirby today and Logan Gilbert tomorrow. Let's get it. Leading off for the Angels, DHing Anthony Rendon. Batting second, first baseman Nolan Chanel. And batting third, left fielder Taylor Ward. Bucks, Rays, Bolts in the building. What's good? It feels like Julio is back. Julio and Cal. Pretty crazy out there. We don't talk politics on here, Bucks, Rays, Bolts. So I think everyone that has social media has seen what happened, but we don't discuss that here. So no politics, whether you're a Democrat or Republican, that's one thing that we won't talk about here, obviously there on the stream. There'll be other locations and other places to talk about that. 0-1 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. Behind in the count 0-2. Yeah, I'm not sure if Julio is fully back, but it's just nice to be able to see Julio and Cal being able to feed off each other and start to get on the right path. Pitch is high, out of the zone. 1-2 count. Jacob in the building. What's good? One-two pitch. Pitch is outside. 2-2 count to Anthony Rendon. Popped up. And that one goes foul. Count remains 2-2. Sarah in the building. What's good? Two pitch. That one is out of the zone, but called strike three. We'll take it. Nice job, George. First K for George Kirby, baby. Let's get it. Nice job, George. Next up for the Angels, first baseman Nolan Chanel. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. Yeah, I was going to try to be able to watch a little bit of the Xfinity race, but I just had a lot of other things that I was doing, so I didn't get a chance to watch it. But I will be watching tomorrow on the NASCAR Cup Series, DX. Lucas in the building, what's good? Throw to first, 2 away. There goes Nolan. Next up for the Angels, left fielder Taylor Ward. Welcome back, Lucas. The Brazilian Beast is back. How are you? Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mariners. First pitch is low to the knees, 1-0 count. Let's go, George. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. It's like I'm going to have a hard time even going back to the regular, bandana and the regular Mariner hat that I have, since I like, kind of the new look and whatnot. But I'll probably end up sprinkling in, the old school, regular, standard, blue hat, with my regular, standard Mariner blue bandana. But for now, I got to be able to up the swag a little bit. 1-1 pitch. That one is crushed by Taylor Ward in between the gap, all the way back to the wall. Stand-up double by Taylor Ward. Next up, third baseman Brandon Drury. Yeah, this one was the giveaway when I went to the Mariner game versus the Orioles on the 4th of July. It's probably the best hat giveaway that I've ever seen. You know, a lot of the hat giveaways, you know, for professional sports, it's a cheaper quality hat and it's not that good, you know, and a lot of times they're not going to do a pro back hat. They're going to end up doing snapback. So that way the kids can, you know, properly adjust it and the adults can, you know, have their head size fit it, right? But a lot of times it just seems like the quality is not up to par. But I can honestly say with this particular hat that was only given away to the first 10,000 fans out of like the 40,000 that were there, that I would actually go to a store or go online to like an MLB shop, and if I saw this particular hat, I would purchase it. You know, I would definitely drop 30 to 45. You know, I remember when hats used to cost like 20, you know, and obviously now they're closer to 30 to 50. But, you know, I definitely like it, and I'm glad that the Mariners, because normally when I go for the bobbleheads. But when you go on the 4th of July, you end up getting some swag, I guess, as well. Pitch is low and outside. 2-1 count. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Let's get it, baby. Bottom of the first, 1-0 Mariners. 2-1 pitch. That one chop foul. Kirby trying to jam Brandon Drury. Count now 2-2. And MLB had their futures game about 5 hours ago, where they had, I believe, Cole, Young, and Harry Ford that participated in it. You know, got to check out a little bit of that, but I didn't watch the whole thing. 2-2 pitch by Kirby. Pitch is high. 3-2 count. Count is full. And thank you for liking and resharing the post that I had on Twitter/X. And again, Sarah, I tried to end up, you know, doing nice punch out there by Kirby. Got him. I tried ending up to start the stream at the beginning, and it gave me an error saying that I had to have a premium account to be able to live stream on Twitter, which I've never seen before. But EZ was saying that there's a bunch of errors on social media now on multiple platforms with Instagram and Twitter, and I guess that's part of what it is. So it's not allowing me to do the Twitter/X today. And so hopefully that error will clear out tomorrow, and then you know, tomorrow I'll be able to stream on both platforms. Megan in the building, what's good? Nice job by George Kirby. Good start for him right out of the gate. End of the first inning, 1-0 Mariners. George Kirby with 2 Ks already. I love that. Let's go. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. And we're definitely going to need a little bit more support on the YouTube channel side, since I'm not able to get the Twitter/X, you know, viewers and followers. We're not going to be able to get those views today. We're not going to be able to get those potential subs today, the potential donos, and also the shares. So if I can get more support from the people that are in the room to make up for the Twitter/X being down, that would be greatly appreciated. So hopefully we can end up hitting at least 30 likes, since we're not going to have the opportunity for Twitter/X, you know, viewership to help us on that. So hopefully we can end up hitting the 30 to 50 here today. Let me try to get up some photos here. See if I can get you the fabulous Hudson Hornet. Let me see if I can get you some dope ones here for DX. Yeah, it definitely threw me off guard, because I ended up starting the stream and then I ended it because I was like, what the hell is this? Or do I need to reboot my computer? And then I had to, you know, redo the whole stream and all the information, put in all the tag words, and then I did it again thinking that it would fix it. And then lo and behold, the same error came up. And at that point, the game was about to start. So, you know, when I did my introduction, it kind of threw me for a loop, you know, because I normally have, you know, my normal introduction that I do to go over to like and sub and, you know, going through all that. And it definitely kind of threw me off guard and whatnot. But at least I know now with EZ mentioning to me that there's a lot of errors on social media. So I guess that's what it is. And hopefully I'll be able to, you know, stream on Twitter/X tomorrow, as well as YouTube, and not have to pay extra for a premium account to do so. Because that's the first time I've ever seen that message come up on my screen saying I had to have a premium account to do something like that. So some pretty dope photos here. See if I can squeeze in one more. I gotta reboot my shit right here real quick too. Hold on. Everything's going crazy here with the internets. And I'm not really sure why everything is acting this way, but all right. Top of the second with one out. Next up is Jorge Polanco. Obviously, Ty France ended up getting that first out when things ended up getting all crazy. So if I end up having any issues, you guys will know why. It seems like it's a global thing right now. Lots of different, Facebook, Twitter /X, Instagram, Reddit. Seems like there's a lot of different errors, programs not opening up properly, things dropping. So hopefully I don't get kicked off the stream on the YouTube side. That would be terrible. Hopefully I'll be able to just stream, normal throughout the whole process, but we'll have to wait and see. Top of the second, 1-0 Mariners with one out. 0-2 count to Jorge Polanco. Miles in the building. What's good? Megan with a fiver. No worries. Ooh, FaceTiming. That's always fun. Stacks on stacks. Racks on racks. Little cactus jack. Bang, bang. $5 holla. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. Polanco, swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away. Come on, Ty. Come on, Polanco. We're going to need you, baby. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Let's go, baby. And we got George Kirby on the mound. We got Logan Gilbert tomorrow, and we're going to be streaming tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific. On Monday, we're going to have the Home Run Derby, I believe around 5 o'clock Pacific. Tuesday is the MLB All-Star Game, and then we'll have Wednesday and Thursday off because there's not going to be any baseball as the teams are resting up and traveling to their new destinations on Friday. I don't like taking 2 days off, but there's really nothing else to cover. It's not like NFL, college football, NHL are going on right now, so I guess we'll have to take 2 days off, and then I'll just grind it out and spend some extra time with Paisley. Maybe catch up on some more shows. I did notice that Netflix just dropped Vikings Valhalla, the brand new season, so I definitely will be getting into that, and maybe that's what I'll be watching on Wednesday and Thursday. Let's go. 3-0 count to Hollywood Josh Rojas. And there's a walk. We'll take that by Soriano. Rojas to first, baby. Next up, left fielder Victor Robles. Thank you for the like and the share, Megan, as well. DX, obviously, with the like on one of my posts there. And I have been sending you messages. I don't think that you check your Instagram that often, DX, but usually for people that end up, donating to me, I usually end up sending them a message either on Instagram or Twitter /X. But I guess I assume that you don't really check it. But if you check your messages or your DMs, I have been sending you messages every day just to show my appreciation, even though I do it on stream. Right down the middle for a strike. And tagged out by a mile. What is Rojas thinking right there? Terrible jump on that. Hell of a throw by Logan O'Hoppe. And it's back-to-back games with Logan O'Hoppe with great throws from, obviously, the catching position to second base, just like Cal Raleigh throwing guys out for the Mariners. You got to get a better jump there, and we want to make sure we get guys in, runners in scoring position, but you got to time it, and being able to go at the right particular pitch. And there's the end of the inning there for the Seattle Mariners. Let's go to the bottom of the second, 1-0 Seattle. Next up for the Angels, catching today, Logan O'Hoppe. Great throw there to get Josh Rojas out at second base. Batting second, center fielder Mickey Moniak. And batting third, Keston Hayura, the second baseman, getting a chance to play. Okay. See if I can squeeze in these real quick. I can get one more in there for you. And I just got done watching the Netflix documentary Receiver, where it goes over, obviously George Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Amon-Ra St. Brown, Jay Jetta, and am I missing somebody? There was 5. Let me think. So George Kittle, Debo, right? So on the 49ers, right? Oh, Devontae Adams, that was the other one. And then Justin Jefferson and Amon-Ra St. Brown. Great documentary, and it definitely gives you another kind of perspective on these wide receivers, and obviously George Kittle as a tight end. It's just like quarterback last year that was on Netflix that had Patrick Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota. I would highly recommend that if you're an NFL fan to end up watching it. You'll end up getting some insight. There's a lot of behind the scenes, kind of action and, obviously on the sidelines, a lot of swearing, with their families, with the trainers. But it definitely gives you a different type of perspective on the players and the struggles that they go through with injuries and obviously a lot of other things behind the scenes that you would never know unless you ended up watching that receiver documentary. Highly recommend. All right, baby, here we go. I'll get Megan some photos here in just a second once we go to the next commercial break. Those are a few of you for the fabulous Hudson Hornet for DX. Hope you like those. Now I got to make some room. Oh, Hoppy, little dribbler to Josh Rojas. Throw to first to Ty France. Got him. One away. There we go. There goes Logan O'Hoppy. Next up, center fielder, Mickey Mundiak. I appreciate you. No worries. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. Pitches low and outside, 1-0 count. Appreciate you. Let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. DX with another tenner. Oh, nice. Lap 45 of 90. Heck yeah. Appreciate you. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, little cactus jack, bang, bang. $10 holla by DX. And it makes me jealous a little bit. People, playing video games because I really want to be able to get into college football. I don't have a next-gen system, so I can't get into that, but I can definitely live vicariously through you, obviously getting on the track there for Watkins Glen on lap 45 of 90. Appreciate you. That one chop foul, 1-2 count. Easy with a $2 dono. Appreciate you. Thank you so much, man. Get that dono train going, especially if I don't have access to Twitter/X. The views are going to be considerably lower. All my stats on the channel are going to be much lower today. So, if we could get as close to goal, on the donos and as close to the goal on the, the likes, it'll be greatly appreciated. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack for a dono train by my boy EZ. Appreciate you. $2 holla. My guy. Appreciate you. We're at 27. Let's go. Oh, yeah, Nody's off on Instagram. Okay. Just figured I would tell you. 2-2 pitch. That one chop foul. But I do plan at some point, once I, get all of my, it's probably going to be a while. It might be next year, that I end up getting a next-gen system. But I'm trying to save up for a used truck, first. And I think a used, truck, getting a vehicle, and being able to drive around with Paisley is a little bit more important than just playing video games in my spare time, even though I do love video games. But with all the time that I spend here, reading and doing, obviously, film study and everything else and dedicating my life to this channel as well as my Paisley pup, I don't really have a whole lot of time for the video games. But hopefully next year, if the donos, get a little bit better overall, that maybe I'll have a little bit extra money that I could spend on a next-gen system. 3-2 pitch, crushed into right field. Mickey Mundiak with a nice single there to right field. All right, Mickey, I see you. Nice single to right. Next up, second baseman, getting a chance to play today, Keston Hiura. Throw to first is safe. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Mariners. Moniak sliding into second. Safe. Nice stolen bag by Mickey Moniak. Runner in scoring position now. And if you're just tuning in, Julio Rodriguez singled to center. J.P. Crawford scored. Cal Raleigh went to second, and it ended up being 1-0 Seattle. Both teams have 2 hits apiece, but we do have the 1-0 lead. Let's go. Good start, you guys. We're at 37, and I'm a little disappointed that Twitter crashed or gave me that error message saying I had to have a premium account to live stream on Twitter, which I think is a bunch of bullshit. I imagine it's just some kind of, unless it's something new that just came out. I don't know if anyone has a chance to look that up for me. To see if Twitter has changed their policies, Twitter/X, that you have to have a premium account to live stream on there. That's if it is something that is true and it's not an error, that's brand new to me because, I've never seen anything like that. I never got any emails about it. I never seen anything on social media about that. But again, EZ was mentioning there's been a lot of programs on social media that have been, dropping or collapsing or having errors. So hopefully that's not the case because I don't think I'm going to spend extra money just to be able to stream on Twitter/X. I mean, obviously I want to be able to get, the views and the likes and the subs and to be able to grow, but I shouldn't have to pay extra, to get a premium account to do that. It should be something that, anyone should be able to do. So, but if anyone else that that you typically watch maybe on YouTube and they stream on Twitter/X also that has had this problem today, it would be good to know that I'm not the only one that maybe received that message. It's the first time that I've seen it. Yeah, well, you're able to use Twitter/X. It was just saying that I have to have a premium account to live stream on Twitter/X. All the other functions should be, I guess, okay for the most part, for most people, but that was the error that I ended up getting when I tried to start the live stream just a few minutes back. Bottom of the second, 1-0 Seattle. Runner at second, 2 outs. 2-1 pitch to Zach Neto. Pitch inside, 3-1 count. And Silver Foxes will be on the way. Three-one pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. 3-2 count. I just tried clicking on the button again to see if it would allow me to do it, but it keeps telling me I have to have a premium account to live stream to Twitter/X. Elon trying to suck that money out of me. Pitch outside, and he walked him. Like, doesn't Twitter/X get enough money as it is, damn it? Zach Neto going to first base with a walk. George Kirby with a rare walk is averaging like 0.5 a game. Next up, right fielder Joe Adell. Hot day here in the Pacific Northwest, 95 degrees. So I thought that heat wave was getting close to being over, but it seems like it's still pretty hot here. But I got 2 good walks in with Paisley early this morning, and we'll get another one in here late around 10 p.m. 1-0 pitch from Kirby to Adell. Fuck. Right in between the gap. And that's going to bring in a run. 1-1 Mariners and Angels. Uh-oh, wild pitch. Jesus Christ. Joe Adell with a triple with an error. 2 fielding errors by the Mariners there, and now they have a 2-1 lead. Get the hell out of here. Unbelievable. Come on, Mariners. Why wasn't someone, covering third base and a 1 wild throw to another wild throw, and then Joe Adell should have ended up only having a double, and it should be 1-1. But that started off with Luke Raley. And then, obviously, that went past J.P. Crawford. Golly. Terrible start for the Mariners here. And obviously taking advantage of a few wild throws, and now the Angels have a 2-1 lead. Fuck. Adele singled to right. Moniak scored an error. And then there was another error. 2-1 Los Angeles. Next up, DHing for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. Big swing and a miss behind the count 0-2. Thank you. And so when did that start? That started today? You just Googled it? So now they want me to pay more money so that way I can live stream on there, huh? How much does it cost? Does it say how much a premium account costs? How much more money do I have to pay if I need to link up my YouTube channel to Twitter/X? Because obviously that's going to affect my views and my subs and the donos and the shares. Terrible, man. Every single platform, it's like you got to pay money. You know, obviously it started off with like cable or satellite, and now it's, Hulu or Netflix or Amazon Prime, and, every single thing to be able to have some kind of way to be able to watch programming. It's getting a little bit ridiculous now. But I just read the notification on there on the Google that you sent me. I wish I would have got a heads up on that. What's the difference between premium and premium plus? Golly. Oh. I don't know if it's going to be worth the $7. I mean, in one regard, it would be because, it'll help us get more views, on the streams. We're not going to be getting a whole lot of probably donos from that platform over here, but JP Crawford. There we go. One bouncer to France, but the damage is done. 2-1 Los Angeles. Man, Elon just trying to take all the money. I mean, I guess if I was making more money, then obviously I could be subscribing to all of these different types of things. But man, that is something that I guess I'll have to kind of evaluate and take a look at, where we are on views, when we don't have it linked. And if there is a big significant drop off, then I might have to just sacrifice and fucking do it. Even though I'm not going to be getting probably a lot of shares, but I'm going to be getting shares from people on the YouTube side. You guys are going to be able to get the word out there and help me out on that end. But as far as just like organic shares, it's usually just going to be the shares of the people that are loyal to me here on the channel, where we get like 4, 5, 6 people sharing it to get it to your guys' followers. And then maybe we get a small percentage to actually join, either watching on there or maybe on the YouTube channel and not actually typing in the chat. But, well, fucking A. Well, thank you for that information. And I guess I have some, thinking to do. I guess we'll grind it out here on the YouTube side for a few streams, and then we'll have to wait and see. But I already know there's going to be a pretty significant drop off, on the numbers. So Elon might have to get into my bank account, and even though it's not like I'm rich or anything, so I might have to do it, because obviously this is my dream, and obviously I want to be able to keep continuing to grow this channel and being able to live stream on multiple platforms. I just don't want to have to pay to do that, but I guess here we are. It's 2024, huh? All right, let's go to the top of the third. 2-1 Los Angeles. I mean, I'm already paying for so many goddamn subscriptions as it is. Next up for the Mariners, left fielder Victor Robles. Batting second, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. And batting third, DHing today, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. So for them thinking that, so they think that people are just going to be streaming specifically on Twitter/X and that's it. There we go. Robles with a nice base knock to right field to Joe Adell. I'll take that. So they're trying to turn into like kick and they're trying to make it like some exclusive thing, you know. But a lot of people that are, you know, live streaming on Twitter/X, they're doing it on other platforms like Twitch or YouTube, not just Twitter exclusively. So I know a lot of people are going to be pissed off. Obviously now, Elon trying to get more and more money. Next up, shortstop J.P. Crawford. Now, if I got some extra incentives besides just streaming on the platform for $7 a month, like what else are you going to give me? But I guess that's all I get. I just get to be able to stream on the platform. So. Pitch right there in the zone for a strike. Behind in the count, J.P. Crawford, 0-2 count. Come on, J.P. Yeah, but we were gaining some really good momentum, you know, getting 30 to 50 likes and, you know, taking some of the streams from like maybe 200 to 400 to like 800 to 2,000. So I guess, you know, $7 a month, you know, if we're going to be able to get that much of a difference, you know, I might have to do it. Big swing and a miss for J.P. Crawford. I guess we'll have to hustle and grind on the donos even more. And then obviously, you know, anyone that ends up donating to me, that'll be part of the Twitter/X donation fund for me to be able to live stream on that platform as well. So obviously donos will be very encouraged, not necessarily something that is, something that has to be done. But if you do have the kindness in your heart and a few extra dollars in your bank account to help a guy in his dream with his pup, it would be greatly appreciated. Top of the third, 2-1 Angels. Runner at first. 0-1 count from Soriano to the big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Big swing and a miss behind in the count, 0-2. But I guess that'll give give me a reason and give you guys another reason to donate to help me out, you know, on the side, so that way I can actually keep growing this channel. So everybody, nickel and diamond. Yeah, any support that I can get with the like, sub, donation, comment, sharing, helping out when Matt's gone, anything I can get from anybody in the room is so greatly appreciated. And we are getting closer, obviously, to the 4 million view mark. But, you know, obviously with this Twitter madness, Twitter/X madness, I guess that, things might change. So I'll have to do some evaluating. But more than likely, I'll be paying Elon probably tomorrow. Big swing and a miss. There goes big dumper, Cal Raleigh. 2 away. Next up, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Try dance up, baby. Let's go, Julio. Top of the third, 2-1, Los Angeles. Oh, shit. Julio got hit in the head. Holy cow. Whoa. Soriano, what was that? Good thing Julio had that batting helmet on in the right position. And we obviously saw, the Orioles and the Yankees. I ended up seeing, Kierstad get hit in the head and then the benches clearing brawl. I didn't know that he got hit in the head, and that's why the Yankees and Orioles ended up, brawling and pushing each other. And obviously he's going to a concussion protocol for like a week to 10 days. And Julio ducked down and got hit in the head. That did not look intentional. And we do have some bad blood with the Angels, but that I don't think was intentional there, but a little scary. Julio to first base after getting hit in the head. But luckily, that batting helmet was strong enough not to cause any damage. He looks completely fine, thank God. I would have been so pissed if he would have been like knocked out right there. Next up for the Mariners, catching today, Mitch Garver. Go, Mitch. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Top of the third, 2-1 LA. 2-1 Halos. Kirby is on the mound today. And Logan Gilbert tomorrow. Pitches outside, 1-1 count. And we got 29 people in the building. Please do your boy a solid and help me out. We need 3 more likes for the rest of the people in the room to smash the like button. We're 3 more away from 30. So far with Twitter/X making their new rules that I got to pay more money to Elon to stream on that platform to help grow this channel. I obviously got that notification here right before I streamed, and I just thought it was just an error. But apparently Sarah looked it up, and Elon wants me to pay more money. But so far, so good. You guys are supporting. And again, we're off to a good start on the donos as well as the likes. Thank you guys so much. Julio is okay. Come on, Garv. Got 31 people in the building. Pitch is low. Into the dirt, and we got a walk, baby. I like that. We got bases loaded, baby. Next up for the Mariners, right fielder, Luke Raley. Let's go, Luke. Let's bring that electricity to the lineup. Let's get a little bit of a hot streak going. I'll get some Silver Foxes up here for Megan here in just a second. After we get out of this inning, hopefully we can end up taking a lead, though. And then Easy, if you're still in the room, let me know what you want to do for photos, and I got you. And then DX, let me know what you want to do for your second donation for a photo. I got you as well. Go, baby. Top of the third, bases loaded, 2-1 Halos with 2 outs, 1-0 count to Luke Raley. Let's go. Pitch in there for a strike, 1-1 count. One pitch. From Soriano to Raley, big swing and a miss. Behind in the count, 1-2. Come on, Luke. Luke Newcomb. Nuke Raley. I like both of those. Megan came up with one, and then social media came up with the other. 1-2 pitch. Got him. Big punch out. And we leave 3 stranded on first, second, and third. Fuck my life, damn it. Get some Silver Foxes up here for Megan. Appreciate you. right, next up for the Angels here in the bottom of the third inning. Next up, first baseman Nolan Chanel. Batting second this inning, left fielder Taylor Ward. And batting third baseman Brandon Drury. Let's go Mariners. 2-1 Angels. What's good, Darren? Dale Jr. photos? I got you. Love me some Dale and Dale Jr. So, do you have a favorite non-Mariner player currently in the league? Oh, I got a few of them, man. I mean, I'm a fan of, the league as a whole. So, I mean, there's a lot of guys that I like that, I really appreciate. I mean, my dad's been a Dodger fan since the 50s. So, obviously, I like Shohei Ohtani, of course. I like Mookie Betts. I like Freddie Freeman. Aaron Judge is amazing. I love, newbies coming up in the system at the same time as Julio. Just like you said, Bobby Witt Jr. is fantastic. There's quite a few. I don't necessarily think I have just like one. I think I have kind of like a roster of like maybe a top 10 non-Mariner players that I really like. But, a lot of those guys at the top of the board, and a lot of them are going to be, guys that are top 10 or top 15 players overall. But, love me some Ohtani. I love Betts. I love Freeman. I like being able to watch that trio there. Teoscar's been money for them as well. I like Bobby Witt Jr. He's fantastic. I always like watching Aaron Judge when he's in the box, because you just never know if he's going to rip one for 400 or 500 feet. But again, I would say, as far as up and coming players, as young as Julio, Bobby Witt Jr. obviously took a big leap this year. But again, one of my first time seeing Julio was in his rookie year at the end of April, beginning of May in his rookie season. And I ended up seeing the Royals to see Bobby Witt Jr. in person in Seattle. So I've already been a Bobby Witt Jr. fan since day one. So I'm with you right there, Darren. Bobby Witt Jr. is awesome. Really fun to watch, easy to root for, and more than likely he'll end up being a Hall of Famer. No problem. Yeah, but also too, me getting an Aaron Judge ball, a Julio ball, Kike Hernandez ball. Obviously, I have a little bit of extra love, for the players that I end up getting a baseball, from. So, double play opportunity, got it, baby. Taylor Ward grounded out into a double play. Nice job there by Polo to tie France. 2 away. There we go. Good defense there. Like, I always kind of looked up to Aaron Judge and admired him, but then when I ended up getting a souvenir from him at the game, when I went to Seattle, when he ended up having a 62 home run record-breaking season, it changed. And then I ended up investing in an auto rookie BGS. It's worth about $600 or $700, and hopefully that'll peak over 1,000. As he keeps getting better and better and better over the years. It's just one of those things that, I feel that once you have something that kind of happens to you personally, then sometimes, things change a little bit as far as a collector is concerned. And, I'm definitely collecting a little bit more Aaron Judge stuff prior than, to me getting the baseball, and then now post getting the baseball. Now I'm, kind of looking. I'm not buying things on the daily, but if I do see something of Aaron Judge that catches my eye, I might take another look at it. Maybe in the past I wouldn't have. So bottom of the third, 2-1 Angels with 2 outs, 1-2 count to Brandon Drury. One-two pitch, chopper towards third base and foul. You'll know when the microphone is off. Typically when the microphone is off, it's going to sound like I have an echo, and it'll be very echoed, sounding like I'm in a huge room, like in a big warehouse, and it sounds like I'm very, very far away. And that's when you know that I need to like reset the cables and whatnot. So, but it should be good. But again, if it does sound, not right, like our usual stream, people will obviously let me know. Pitch outside, 2-2 count. We don't talk politics here, Terry. Jason with $1. Appreciate you. Got him. There we go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack, bang, bang. $1 holla. Appreciate you. End of the third inning, 2-1. Appreciate you, DX. Definitely ready for the NASCAR Cup Series tomorrow. Next up for the Mariners in the top of the fourth, Ty France. Little dribbler towards second base, throw to first, one away. Damn, that was a quick out. Next up, second baseman, Jorge Polanco. Let's go, Polo. I tried to warn you, bud. Either you listen or you don't. I mean, at the end of the day, some people are going to be Republican, some people are going to be Democrat, some people are going to like Trump, some people are going to hate Trump. But again, we're not going to discuss that here. There's going to be plenty of other social media locations where people can talk about what happened today. You know what I mean? But we don't need to discuss that when we're doing a Mariner game. There's going to be other places where people can talk about that. So. And again, I'm gonna give people things, and again, if people want to keep continuing with it with their personal agenda, whether people think that it was legitimate or if it was staged and it was fake and whatnot, they can discuss that somewhere else. Polo line drive, 2 away. But a lot of times when we get people like that, these are people that don't like, they don't sub, they don't donate. They just want to be able to, be a keyboard warrior and just keep going. So they can do that any other place but here. All right, we're at 31 likes. We need 9 more to get to 40. Great start considering we don't have access to Twitter/X, at least for today. And again, I'll monitor to see where we're at, overall with, the views and the likes and the donos without having that platform. But chances are Elon's probably going to get a little bit of my money, for at least a little bit. So donations will help towards that, so that way I can actually live stream from that platform as well, so that way we can keep growing this channel. One pitch right down the middle for a strike. 1-2 count. I'm not like other channels where it's like people think that they can say whatever they want because a lot of streamers, are so desperate to keep a view or a sub that they're willing to put up with verbal abuse, or whatever, keyboard warriors or being trolls or whatever. And that's just not the case for me. Of course, would I love to be at, 30,000 subs right now instead of sitting at 20,000, 300? Yeah, of course I would love to be at 30,000, but I don't want to be at that number and have a bunch of toxic people, in the chat ruining it for the really good people that I care about. So at the end of the day, other channels might allow that behavior, but I will never allow that here. That's the difference. You want a good, safe place here to be able to talk about sports, life, and wrestling with no bullshit, then I'm your guy. Line drive, and that is the end of the top of the fourth. Let's go to the bottom of the fourth inning, 2-1 Angels. Next up for the Angels, catcher Logan Ohapi, 0 for 1. Batting second, 1 for 1 with a run, center fielder Mickey Mondiak. And batting third, 0 for 1, second baseman Keston Hayura. Let's go Mariners. But so far, so good with the likes for the people in the room, and so far, so good with the donos. I appreciate you guys. I could go, I'm a type of person, I read a lot, I watch a lot of film, I keep up to date with everything that's going on in the world. So obviously a lot of people are going to have an opinion, on a lot of different things. And I got enough information that I could go on and on and on. But again, just like Easy said, there's going to be a time and a place. And again, obviously some things that happen in life are shocking and they're groundbreaking and they're going to be on the national news. But again, time and a place for everything. Not when we're trying to do a Mariner live stream or a Mariner Angel live stream. So, big facts. You got anything that you want to see for a photo, Easy, for your dono earlier? I got the Dale Jr. photos up there. I got another Dale Jr. I'll pop up here real quick for DX. Easy, if there's a particular Mariner player that you want to be able to see or just whatever that you like, as far as something that is special to you, let me know and I got you. There's one more Dale Jr. there for you, DX. Again, I got to multitask as fast as I can, trying to call the game, pull up as many cool photos as I can for y'all in between commercials. And as you guys know, commercials don't last that long. Let's go, George. Bottom of the fourth, 2-1 Angels. And a couple bad errors there by the Mariners when we were up 1-0 that gave them that 2-0 or 2-1 lead. Come on, George. 0-1 pitch. Pitch is outside. 1-1 count. Yeah. No, I hear you, man. Like I said, a lot of people got, depression, anxiety, different types of things of ADHD and just, a lot of other stuff. And, at the end of the day, I want this to be a safe place, where we can talk about, positivity. There's enough negativity that's going on in our personal lives, either people that you work with or at home, people that you're around. The last thing that you need is to be able to go somewhere that you enjoy in your free time, like a live stream, and have to deal with it there. And it's just kind of sad that there's so much negativity that's out there on social media, especially with a lot of the people in the younger generation. This TikTok generation just thinks it's awesome to be an asshole to everyone and there's no repercussions. But, until you start realizing just because you see someone being an asshole on TikTok, you try doing that shit in real life, you'll find out what will happen. You'll get a fist to the face. So, but we want to make sure that we got a positive environment here. Munoz, okay, I got you. Okay, no problem. We're at 38. 62 to go. 0-1 pitch from Kirby to Mickey Moniak. Big swing and a miss behind in the count. 0-2. Come on, Kirby. Pitch is low at the knees. 1-2 count. See if I get a couple Munoz's in here for easy. Glad that he ended up making the All-Star game. It just kind of sucks that he made it just because Logan Gilbert is pitching tomorrow and there's not enough rest time. I would have loved to have both of them play, but it sounds like if Logan Gilbert would have played, then Andres Munoz wouldn't have made it. So I guess at least it's, we got two guys going, but only one guy is actually going to be playing. Love me some Andres Munoz and Logan Gilbert. There you go, bud. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your support, Easy. Little dribbler towards first base. Ty France is there. 2 away. See if I can get you one more photo there. We got 1. We got 2. We got 3. And I think I got one more for you. Appreciate you, Easy. And having Santos, mixed in with Stanek and now Andres Munoz, pretty solid, man. I don't think there's that many teams that have a better 3 than that. And just imagine if Matt Brash, wasn't injured. Then we would probably have one of the best bullpen Los Bomberos in Major League Baseball. Like if Brash is on the money and he's playing good in the 6th or the 7th, and then you got Santos, right? And then you end up getting Stanek and then Munoz. So you got in the 6th inning, you got Brash. 7th inning, you got Santos. 8th inning, you got Stanek. 9th inning, you got Munoz. I mean, who's going to beat that? If all those guys are healthy at the same damn time, watch out. Oh my God, the All-Star Game jerseys are the worst. They should just let the players wear their own jerseys, whites or like grays, and just wear their team colors. If they want to end up having like a All-Star hat to separate the the teams or whatever, that's fine. But they should let them wear their own jerseys instead of trying to make up jerseys, because it seems like anytime they make an American League, National League jersey, at least in the last 5 to 10 years, there's like one good jersey and then one that's hideous. So like this year, the National League one, it's not pretty, but it's like okay, it's like a 5. But the American League one looks like a 3-year-old made it. It looks terrible, the color scheme and everything. And I know that the All-Star Game is in Texas and whatnot, but I mean, it looks fucking terrible. Like that All-Star jersey for the American League with the matching hat, it might be the ugliest that I've ever seen. And I'm not trying to be a hater. I'm just trying to, I got a fashion sense about me and whatnot. And I just feel that, a lot of us, that have seen those jerseys would agree that those are very hideous looking and they don't look professional. They look like a 7-year-old drew up a concept and then the MLB was like, okay, we'll do that. Or like, some cheap version of AI made them. Like, it does not look like a quality jersey, and it doesn't look like worth buying. It's like we already have these see-through jerseys with Fanatics and Nike that are kind of crappy, and we've already seen what they've done on the NHL side, moving towards the Fanatics and whatnot. The last thing that we want as fans to have a shitty-looking jersey. We want something that we would actually want to buy, something that we would want to share on social media and be like, wow, I can't afford this jersey, but it looks pretty cool. But if it was me, I would just let them wear their own jerseys. And if they want to switch it up, do a different hat. You can do like a National League hat or an American League hat, but let them wear their jerseys, or you just let them wear their normal uniforms. One team wears their whites and then the other team wears their grays, and then that'll designate American League white, National League gray. They wear their team hat and their team jersey and pants, and to me that is the most dope look, and I think fans most would agree. So I mean, unless they can come up with a good design for both teams, but I don't think I've seen both teams have a good custom jersey for the American and National League in a long fucking time. So, but I wouldn't pay money, for those jerseys. And I guess if you were going to have to choose one or the other, the National League ones are better than the American. The American looked terrible. Terrible color scheme. You know, and again, if you're going to do American League and National League, then you do something that's kind of like white and red for American League, and then maybe you do something blue for the National League instead of doing these weird color schemes and whatnot. And I know they try to do it based on the city that they're going to be in, and they try to theme the jerseys, but a lot of times it looks like a 7-year-old created it. I mean, tell me I'm wrong. Top of the fifth, 2-1 Angels. Soriano still on the mound, Victor Robles in the box. But as soon as those jerseys leaked, I almost threw up. You know, I was like, oh my God, am I going to have to throw up in my mouth? Man, those are terrible. Shared them with a couple friends, and they agreed. There we go, Robles all the way to left field. Robles with a nice game so far, 2 for 2. I like that. And I like having him play over Jonathan Clase. I think that was a smart choice. Next up, shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Let's go, baby. Come on, JP. JP crushes that one foul. I'm going to count 0-1. If there's anybody that I ended up missing based off their donos, please let me know. Like I said, I never intentionally try to miss. You know, it just with the flow of the game, I'm always going to, you know, if I ever need a reminder, you can just type it in the chat, but I always will make sure I get everyone before the stream ends or after the inning ends. Unless we end up getting like a crazy dono train of 10 people donating one after another, then it's going to take time for me to get everyone taken care of, but I promise I will every stream. Top of the fifth, 2-1 Los Angeles. Runner at first, 0-1 pitch to JP. Line drive. Safe. Man. Crawford lined out to third, and Polo took a little bit of a leap there and luckily got back to first base. That could have easily been a double play. Wow. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh. Cal has been hot, hot, hot. Go, Cal. You want to hit another home run for us? That would be great. Tie the game up. Actually, it would take the lead. We got a runner at first still with Polo. It'd be a 3-2. Come on, Cal. Let him know, Lucas. Black tan colorway. Big swing and a miss behind in the count, 0-2. DX, did you end up watching the Xfinity race or the trucks for the NASCAR series? Did you end up watching any of those? I know you end up, spending a lot of time with the video games and whatnot, but did you get a chance to watch of any of the trucks or the Xfinity series? I try to take a little bit of a peek on both, but I usually don't get a chance to watch the full races unless I watch a replay. And there goes Cal Raleigh. Damn it. Nice curveball by Soriano, 2 away. Hopefully Cal will have some late inning magic like he usually does in the 7th inning and beyond. Next up for the Mariners, center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, J-Rod. Tridents up, baby. Let's go. Julio right up the middle. There we go. And I think having Julio, I normally would like him batting, in the 4 spot or the 5 spot. He's in the 3 hole today, but it seems like those are the good spots for him. We don't need to have him lead off because you'd have JP or Hollywood Rojas that can do that. And I don't like him batting in the 2 hole, but it seems like the 3, the 4, or the 5 is kind of the magic number for Julio Rodriguez. I know we punished him and we put him in the 6 hole and the 7 hole because he was doing shitty, but 3, 4, 5, depending on the lineup. And I think I kind of like Cal at the 3 and then Julio at the 4. I think that's like the best, but obviously today Julio is in the 3 hole and he's been doing well. So whatever Julio needs to get his confidence back, I'm all for it. So there we go. Nice job, J-Rod. Oh, okay. I got you. Captain Oriole's liking this Julio Rodriguez resurgence. It's the player that we, know that he can be. He's got to be able to get into that rhythm. And working with the batting coaches, with his stance. First, it's about, using your brain, and obviously going through the different types of pitches and not being able to chase and knowing that pitchers are trying to jam him inside. And then once you have the information and the film, then you got to work on your technique. Having your legs spread out a certain way, the follow through on your swing, and being able to work out the mechanics of your swing. And then once you start piecing everything together, the film, the way they're pitching you, your stance, your follow through, and working with your hitting coach, then eventually you can start getting back to that Julio Rodriguez that we saw in his rookie year in 2022. And then the Julio Rodriguez last year that was a part of the 30-30 club, 30 home runs and 30 stolen bases. Top of the fifth, runners on the corners on first and third, 2-1 Halos with 2 outs, 1-2 pitch, Soriano to Garver. Pitch is low, 2-2 count. Come on, Garv. Easy. How many games of the Mariners have you been to so far this season? I usually see you on social media, and obviously I know that you get to go to a few games here and there, living in that Seattle area. How many games have you been to so far this season? I've only been able to go to one against the Orioles on the 4th of July, but at least we ended up getting that big dub, winning 7-3, which was amazing. Because at that point, the Mariners were kind of getting roughed up, and it's very difficult for the Mariners to get 5 runs or more. So definitely picked a good game to go to. But my buddy bought the tickets before the season even started. So top of the fifth, 2-1 Angels. I was going to say, I think you go to more games than most of the people, that come through here on the channel. You're definitely towards the top just based on your social media posts. I always try to live vicariously through you when you go to games, as well as anyone else that's a part of the channel. 3-2 pitch. And it's a walk, baby. Good eye by Garv. And I know Garv was ass at the beginning of the year, but one thing about Mitch Garver coming over from the champion Texas Rangers, he definitely has a good eye, and he's not going to chase on a whole lot of garbage. And thank God. His batting average is still low as shit, but again, it would be much, much lower if he was chasing like Julio did at the beginning of the year. Nice job, Mitch Garver. We got bases loaded. Again for Luke Raley. Come on, Luke. How many times do we got to have bases loaded for you to not come up big? Get a single. We need an RBI here. Or maybe we're lucky and we can get a walk here and we can just bring an automatic run in and make it 2-2. That still counts as a win, right? Hit by a pitch or take a walk with bases loaded, and then you get an automatic run without really doing anything. Pitch is outside, 2-0 count. Let's go, baby. I could never drop NASCAR DX, man. Been a part of who I am, back when I was little. Took a little bit of a break, but there's not a whole lot of excitement that happens on Sundays when it's not NFL season. And again, well, for me also too, it's like I know all the drivers, I know all the sponsorships, the tracks, the different crew teams. And I guess the more the more invested you're going to be in any sport that you watch. So, but I love it, man. Like for me, NASCAR is up there with baseball. I always like NFL and college football. Fuck, man. Little flip to first, and he is out. Damn it. We're leaving bases loaded stranded again. Brutal. But I think for me, it's like, NFL, college football, WWE, AEW wrestling, baseball, NASCAR. Those are my favorite things. And then after those, then obviously I like the NHL. Not really a big fan of the NBA or college hoops anymore, unless it's like March Madness and whatnot. But, I would assume that those for me are like must-see TV. Everyone's got kind of a pecking order on what they like for sports, so. Well, hey, that's a smart thing to do, right? Why not? After the first inning, you go in there and get a $10 ticket. Yeah, there's no bad seats in that place. And then when I went on the 4th of July, I went and around the whole stadium and checked out all the vendors. First level, 300, 200, 100. I went through all the vendors, walked around to see all the different, the bullpen area where they warm up. And I never usually walk over there because I typically sit row 10 to row 20 off first base or third base because I'm trying to get a foul ball. But I ended up, walking with my best friend Justin and kind of checking out the rest of the stadium. Man, it is beautiful. There's no bad seat in that building. Facts. Let's see who's up here next for the Angels. We're leaving too many runners stranded, and hopefully we can, get this game tied up. Otherwise, the Angels are going to end up winning this, and then we're going to have to win tomorrow just to tie up the series 2-2, even though we won the first 3 games in Seattle. Next up for the Angels, 0-for-0 with a run and a base on ball, shortstop Zach Neto. Batting second, 1-for-1 with an RBI, right fielder Joe Adell. And batting third, DHing for the Angels, Anthony Rendon. Let's go, baby. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. See where we're at on the like, since we don't have access to Twitter/X because of Elon wanting more money from me. All right, looks like we're at 35 likes. That's impressive, considering we don't have access to Twitter/X. Now we're at 37. Hell yeah. We need 3 more to get to 40, and we need 13 more to hit the ultimate goal is 50. That's what I really want to shoot for on every stream. So it looks like so far, we're getting pretty good results on the likes and the donos, even without access to Twitter/X. It's just the overall views we're going to probably be lower. So I guess if I end up paying Elon, it's just going to be for the views, not necessarily maybe the donos or the likes. But again, I want to help this channel get to the next level. And we are approaching 4 million views. So we're getting very, very close now. Right now, we are at 3.9. We're at 3,993,958. So we're very close. We're getting there. We, depending on what I can get for, views in the stream, we might be able to hit that before the end of the month. 4 million. Now, Luke Raley has not been ideal, Tony, today, but hopefully he'll be able to make up for it later in the game. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1, Halos. Come on, George. 1-2 pitch. Right down the middle for a strike. So Soriano, 5 innings pitched, 5 hits, 1 earned run, 3 walks, and 5 Ks. George Kirby's got, let's take a look at his stat line so far. George Kirby's got 4 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, which is crazy. He normally doesn't have that many, and 4 Ks. So it's definitely not a pitching duel, even though the score is 2-1. We only have 9 Ks combined. We're at 38. We need 62 to hit the goal. Umpire gathering. But a salute to all the people on the YouTube side to be able to show that love and support, either with the likes or the shares or the donos. I really appreciate it. What are they calling here? Like some kind of balk or pitch clock violation or some kind of violation? What's going on here? Neto is arguing. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. 3 more likes to get to 40. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. 2 more likes to 40. We're at 38. Got service coming out as well. What the hell's going on here? No worries. Glad you're back. And I appreciate you very much. Oh, they're talking if it was a check swing or not. It went off Garver's mitt back to the backstop there. And after all this arguing now with a 2-2 count, I mean, does it really matter? Now here's Neto flying out to right field. All that bitching and moaning for nothing. That's what happens, I guess. Karma, right? Karma is real. Sorry, Neto. Out number 1. Next up, right fielder, Joe Adell. Come on, Mariners. Keep fighting, baby. Man, we've had the Angels and the Mariners scrapped. Haniger and everyone else. I mean, we'll have our issues sometimes with the Angels. Every once in a while, things will get a little chippy with the Oakland Athletics, but not as much as the Angels. But it was more when like Ohtani and Trout were there and whatnot. Rengifo, and then obviously the Astros and Rangers. We're gonna have our moments with them as well. But I feel with the Rangers, it's more of like a competitive battle, not really a whole lot of hate. Same thing with the A's, but I think there's a little bit more bad blood with the Angels and the Astros. Astros number 1, Angels 2, as far as the bad blood. And then it's always competitive when we play the Yankees just because of the history of the Yankees and Mariners over the years. So. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1, Halos. And maybe that's what we need. Maybe we need a little bit of a fight or something like that to spark us a little bit at some point in the season. But so far, so good. Another punch out there by George Kirby. Nice job, George. Yes, sir. $5Ks apiece for Kirby and Soriano. Let's go. 2 outs and nobody aboard. Next up, Anthony Rendon. Have anybody in the chat finished up the Netflix series Receiver? Am I the only one that has completed that series with the 8 episodes, or have you guys checked it out yet? And I know all y'all are big football fans like me as well. I definitely would hop into that at some point in the next week or two if you haven't seen it yet. It's very good. It definitely gives you a brand new perspective on Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jay Jetta and Devontae Adams, as well as Debo and Kittle. I like being able to see the behind the scenes type of stuff because I want to see how they talk to their family, how they talk to their teammates, how they talk to their coaches, because then you can really see, are they like an arrogant, like cocky player, or are they a little bit more selfless than maybe they're portrayed on social media or on TV? And you get to see a little bit of a softer side to them, and also another side of them in general, their competitiveness and the way that they train and the way they work out, the way they watch tape, the way they watch film. Very cool to be able to see that. And I definitely gained a whole new respect for Mahomes, Kirk Cousins, and Marcus Mariota last year. And I definitely have a brand new outlook on not only George Kittle and Debo, but Devontae Adams especially, as well as Amon-Ra St. Brown and Jay Jetta. But it was very enjoyable, and I definitely recommend it. I thought quarterback from Netflix was a 10 out of 10 last year, and receiver, including George Kittle as a tight end with Debo. If you have 4 receivers and then 1 tight end, they should ended up doing a show with, tight ends, and having George Kittle a part of that, maybe like, in the future. I'm not sure if they're going to do that, but they should. But they ended up including him in the receiver. And Kittle is a personality, man. That guy just has so much fun. He might be the guy that loves the game maybe the most out of any tight end that's playing the game right now. And it wouldn't really shock me if he ends up joining the WWE after he's retired. He would be a great fit. Great athlete, great personality, great fucking attitude. Just a fucking boss, dude. Just a cool fucking dude. And his wife is a big, big supporter in his life. And a lot of times, when you end up seeing people that are successful, chances are they end up having a very successful husband or wife backing them and giving them that unconditional love and support. And I love seeing that. It's always cool to be able to see someone getting supported, by family or friends with no hidden agendas whatsoever. Judah in the building. What's good? Yeah, we did, and we lost. Damn, pitches inside, and Ty France got hit by a pitch. Number 1 player in Major League Baseball hit by a pitch. And why does Ty get hit almost every game? Sometimes Ty gets hit 2 or 3 times in a game, and it's not like they're targeting him, trying to injure him. It just so happens that, I don't know if it's his stance or his arms, but it just seems like he is a fucking target. He is the most targeted player And there's nothing dirty about Ty France. It's crazy. And they beat him right there on the arm. And I'll be watching Vikings Valhalla that just dropped this morning on Netflix as well. Very good show. Uh-oh, double play. Oh, run back to first. Oh, he's trying to run away. Run, Ty. And nowhere to go for Ty France. Fuck. Gives a little hug to Brandon Drury. 2 away. I mean, if they do a tight ends one, obviously Kelsey being, an individual in the show, and we don't necessarily have to see the Taylor Swift, behind the scenes stuff, but obviously if that's included, so be it. But like Sam Laporta would be cool. Mark Andrews, would be cool. I would like to be able to see, a tight end group if they ended up having, 3 or 4 tight ends, in there. But I mean, Kelsey, Andrews, Laporta, obviously you could have did Kittle with that group as well, but I would have loved to have been able to see, a little group of that, but I'm not sure if they're going to go that route. I would assume that they're not going to do a tight ends and they're going to move on to like defense and they'll end up doing like linebackers or something, even though quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, maybe they'll do running backs next. If I had to take a guess, that's where they're going to go next. They'll go running back next since it's such a popular position and there's so many good running backs to choose from. You could go to like Aaron Jones or Josh Jacobs or Saquon. I mean, there's so many different guys that you could end up doing. So I would assume they'll do running back next, and that'll be must-see TV. Go to the bottom of the 6, 2-1 Angels. You already know, sometimes good, sometimes bad. But at least he had 3 good games in a row, though. TJ Hawkinson would be obviously another one. So you could have Kelsey, you could have Laporta, Hawkinson, Mark Andrews. You could have those 4, and it'd be great. I definitely would watch. All right, let's see who's up here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. Help your boy out. Let's try to get to 50 likes and 100 in the donos since Elon is pressing me for more money. Again, it looks like the main difference will be probably the overall views. But again, I'll moderate that, as we kind of go along, and we'll see if it ends up being worth the extra $7 a month to get a few extra more views. But I guess it'll have to be like significant, for me to pay the $7 a month. If I know that I'll be able to get, thousands of extra views in a month by paying the $7 by broadcasting on YouTube, and that'll be worth it to me, but it has to make sense for me to do it. Next up for the Angels, 0-for-1 with a base on ball, Nolan Chanel. Batting second this inning in the 3-hole, left fielder Taylor Ward. And batting third in the cleanup role spot, third baseman Brandon Drury. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Judah. I appreciate you very much. All right, we're at 42 likes. You guys are fucking rock stars. I love you. 8 more likes, 7 more likes, because Judah just smashed that like button. We need 7 more to hit the goal with no access to Twitter/X on the live stream right now. So awesome. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. And let's see how close we can get to the 100 in the donos before the stream ends. Nice. When I played growing up on Pop Warner, I played tight end, wide receiver, and backup quarterback because I had a good arm. So DX with a 20, thank you so much. You know what? I actually think my life could be a documentary, or it doesn't have to be like a movie, but there's been a lot of crazy things that have happened in my life that not every individual, would probably, have happened to them. Throw to first, 1 away. Like, how many people do you know that have actually owned a Michael Jordan rookie card, let alone a PSA 9 that's worth like $20,000, $30,000 and sacrificed that for their dream? I mean, I don't think there's that many people that have owned a Jordan rookie, let alone graded, and then sacrificed it for their dream. But again, I wouldn't be able to be where I'm at if it wasn't for you guys that are in the room. And I'm honestly, genuinely saying that because, again, if you don't have the proper people supporting you, you're never going to be able to hit the pinnacles and the goals and to climb the mountaintops. You can have skills, you can have, all of these different intangibles, but the bottom line is you got to be able to have people that love you and support you to be able to get you to that next plateau. And I really do have some of the best fans, not only on YouTube, but on social media. And I appreciate you guys very much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. Here's to a Seattle victory. Trident sub. Appreciate you. $20 holla. And you've been a big, big contributor, DX. And I won't forget it. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack, bang, bang. It's always good to be able to have others that can link up with Megan and a few of the others like Reflect to be able to help us out, to be able to hit those numbers and hit those goals. And as everyone knows, a lot of stuff out there is expensive. Dog food is expensive. Bills, are expensive. And when, I'm doing this full time, I don't need to be rich, but I just need to be able to pay the internet bill, feed my pup, and be able to continue this dream. So thank you so much. We're at 58. We need 42 to hit the goal. I think we might have a good chance to hit that. All right, DX, you've earned it, man. We got a brand new mod on the channel. DX, you've earned it. And again, I'm going to go through, I used to have a lot more on the mods, and then I had to kind of scale back on how many that I have. But again, if you're going to be here on a regular basis, and I know that you work really hard, and you're going to be able to show support like that, you're going to be able to help us out. And I need to be able to have, individuals like that to be able to get recognized. So congratulations, DX, on your new mod status on the channel. And I only have so much room for so many people. So again, there's some people that are mods on the channel still that aren't really there as often as they were in the past. So I'm going to have to kind of evaluate to be able to look if those people still deserve to have the mod. Because again, I appreciate so many people on this channel, but we want to make sure we're reserving the mod status for the people that are going to put an effort to be here. And then if you're not only going to be here almost every day, and then if you're going to go above and beyond with the likes and the shares and the donos, then you're going to have a good opportunity for me to earn that status. So congrats on that. Appreciate you, man. And again, your generosity to the channel does not go unseen or unheard. I appreciate you. Stormbum in the building, Astros in the building, what's good? Jacob in the building, Guardians in the building, what's good? Bottom of the sixth, 2-1, Halos. 1-2 pitch. Got him. There we go. Nice punch out by George Kirby. What do you want to do for your photos on your donos there? Let me know. Nice job, George. Got to get a couple George Kirby photos up here. And this blue that we wear, let's replace it with the gray. I really like the gray, man. Like, I think that this needs to come back for the Seattle Mariners. And again, I like the City Connects. I like a lot of the jerseys that we wear. But I don't know, something about the grays, it gives me Griffey vibes and old school vibes, and we should have never went away from the grays whatsoever. Grays should be standard on every baseball team's roster. It doesn't have to be your standard like away jersey, but if I had a choice, if I'm going to go with the blue or the gray, give me the gray all day, baby. George Kirby, let's take a look at his stat line. 6 innings pitched, 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 walks, 7 Ks, baby. 92 pitches, 58 strikes, ERA of 3.29. Nice job, George of the Jungle. And ultimately, at the end of the day, people are going to come and people are going to go. But again, if people are going to come through and show love and support and be able to help us to get 4 million views on the channel, and they're going to be able to support my dreams and be a positive influence on this channel, you're definitely going to get recognized. So congratulations, DX. Yeah, I mean, and it's not just the fact that I own a Ken Griffey Jr., old school road gray jersey. But I don't know, man. Like, if you go look at the whites, and we got, and I think, like, to me, like, when I see the creams, like the cream jerseys, like those ones are all right. I do like the City Connects. I like those. I like these, right? I like those. Those should stay. I like the whites. Those should stay, right? But I just think, like, with the blue, if we were going to replace one, like, I guess maybe keep the blue and the gray and maybe get rid of the cream. I would say either get rid of the cream or get rid of the blue. I would say that those are the two worst that we have. And they're not, like, horrible, but I think, like, the blue is just kind of normal. There's nothing flashy about it. Like, it just is just a normal jersey. Like, on a scale of 1 to 10, the blue is like, 7. It's not great, but it's not horrible. It's just a normal looking jersey. But I think the rest of the jerseys, are 8s or higher, and I guess if you had to choose between the blue or the cream, one of those has got to go. And we got to get those grays back. And I'm not really sure which one I would let go. I think I would let the blues go, though. The creams aren't my favorite. They're probably the second worst to me. Maybe the blues is the worst. Cream is second worst. And then I like all the other ones. I like the grays. I like the City Connects. I like the whites. I love the teals. I think those are the best. But I don't know why they went away from the grays. To me, that was kind of mind-boggling. So, powder blues, yeah. Yep. And again, like I said, I don't think the creams and the blues are ugly, but they're just nothing special. I guess the cream is a little bit more special than the blue, just because it's kind of an oddball color and it's a little rarer. Not every team's got a cream jersey. So I guess if you want to keep that over the blue, but I don't know, blue is just so normal looking to me. There's just nothing special about it. And I don't think I would buy that jersey. I would buy every jersey except for that one. And I think that's why I have the way that, I feel the way that I feel, so. Lucas with $1. I appreciate you. Oh, she will be. Lucas, the Brazilian beast. Appreciate you, my guy. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks with a little Cactus Jack. Bang, bang. $1 holla. Let me know what you want to do for a Mariner photo, Lucas, and I got you. Lucas from Brazil is back. Back to the wall. Go, go, go. Wow, Victor Robles. And I do like the idea of Victor Robles getting a chance over Jonathan Clase or like a Dylan Moore. Nice job. And a good decision finally by Scott Service. Nice job, Victor Robles. 3 for 3 day. And if we end up winning this game, it might be in part due to Victor Robles. Let's go. Nice job, Victor. And obviously, if he's going to keep playing like this, he's going to gain more playing time. We're at 59, baby. We're getting closer. 41 to hit the goal. Ooh, I might have to check that out. I do like watching boxing and UFC whenever it's on. Would you agree, Easy? The navy blues are the worst that we have. I mean, if we're going over all the jerseys, I think that might be a consensus for most Mariner fans. And there might be others that would, say something different, but again, the City Connects are definitely a must keep, right? Those ones are awesome. Teals, must keep. White, must keep. And then again, between the cream and the blues, I would say those are the two worst that we have right now. And we need to bring back those grays. But I like the gray a lot. I like the teal a lot. I like the white a lot. And I like the City Connect blue a lot. Those are the four that, I really, really like. Cream, blue, but if I had to choose between the navy blue and the cream, I'm going cream over the navy blue. You are the Brazilian beast, my guy. 1-2 pitch. And it's not like they look like the American League All-Star jerseys where like, oh my God, what are we wearing? I don't think the Mariners really have ever had an ugly jersey. It's just that some are a little bit more stylish and some that look a little bit better than the others, right? 2-2 pitch. And there goes JP Crawford, one away. Come on, JP. We need to get you going. All right, are we due for a Cal Raleigh home run? And we're about to take a lead 3-2. This is about the time that Cal would do it. Let's go, baby. Next up, big dumper, Cal Raleigh, the most clutch hitter on the Seattle Mariners in the 7th inning and beyond. And remember, the best inning for the Seattle Mariners out of innings 1 through 9 is this inning. We have scored the most runs and had the most hits in the 7th inning in 2024. And we're very good in the 8th and the 9th inning as well. So hopefully Cal Raleigh can give us some magic here today. And no one has been hotter than Cal Raleigh than maybe Julio Rodriguez. Let's go, Cal. Bring that electricity. Bye-bye. Let's go, Cal. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Either this at-bat or the next at-bat. We're going to have to get something out of Cal Raleigh. Come on, Cal. I chased. Cal, you look like Julio Rodriguez there swinging at that garbage that was low and outside. 2 away. Very uncharacteristic for Cal Raleigh, but again, he is the man, and he will be a future all-star for the Seattle Mariners. You know, and again, when you have a Michael Jordan type of player who's a face of a franchise, you're going to need a Scottie Pippen, and Cal Raleigh is that guy, and I hope Cal ends up being a Mariner for life. Next up, center fielder, no-fly zone, Julio Rodriguez. Trident's up, baby. Let's go. Let's go, baby. And I don't own a Cal Raleigh jersey just yet, but it definitely is going to be something on the list. I need to get one. And then once I get one, I'll probably end up getting another because I already have plenty of Julios. I got one Julio rookie jersey in white, and then I got another rookie jersey that is sewn, that is autographed. But obviously, I'm not going to wear that at the games or here on stream. But definitely would like a Cal Raleigh. I don't own any teal jerseys yet or City Connects, but I don't know what jersey I would get, if I would get a teal Cal Raleigh or if I would get a City Connect Cal Raleigh. But I did see a fan when I was waiting in line with a Cal Raleigh City Connect jersey, and I was like, damn, that looks good. So maybe one day when I have enough money, that's definitely next on the bucket list. I still want, a Randy Johnson. I still want an Edgar Martinez. I still want an Ichiro. But Cal Raleigh, as far as a current player on the roster, I need one. Top of the 7th, 2-1 Halos. Runner at second, 1-2 pitch to Julio Rodriguez. Big swing and a miss. Got him. Fucking A. We are leaving way too many stranded here today. It's okay, Julio. I still love you. Next up for the Angels, 0 for 2 with a K, catcher Logan Ohapi. Batting second, center fielder Mickey Moniak, 1 for 2 with a run. And batting third, 0 for 2, playing second base today, Keston Hiura. Let's go, Mariners. All right, we need 6 more likes to get to 50. We're at 44. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We got 33 people in the building, and we probably would have 40 or 50 or 60 if Elon didn't want all my money for streaming on Twitter/X. Apparently, I have to pay money now to be able to have that. But, with the people that we have in the room, we've gotten really good results. So thank you guys so much. Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, too. I think great minds think alike. Unless I ended up getting a City Connect. But I think this right here, would be great to add in the collection. This memory right here, and then being able to rock that color. And there's something about this color that it just pops. I wouldn't mind getting an Ichiro in this color as well. The teals are just fucking fire. And not many Mariner fans own them. I love that jersey. City Connects are fire too. I like the way that they look. That look, this look reminds me of like Ken Griffey Jr. and like the Mariners from like the 80s or 90s. It kind of has like a throwback vibe. And I remember when the pants first came out, I didn't like the black pants, but they've really grown on me, and I really do like the look. But I agree. I think if I was going to go a Cal Raleigh route, man, this memory right here with the teal, it would be pretty slick. And if you end up buying this jersey before me, make sure you send me a photo, on Instagram or Twitter, because I would love to see what it looks like. Well, we'll try to do our best for you, man, but we've been leaving a lot of fucking runners stranded here today, and hopefully we can have a little magic late. Hopefully I can help you win this. And again, let me know what you want to do for a photo, Lucas, as well as DX. You guys let me know what you guys want for photos. If you guys have already typed that in, I apologize. I try to scroll up through the chat as much as I can. But let me know, and I got you. Bottom of the seventh, 2-1 Angels. We got 6 hits and an error, but it just seems like we've left so many fucking stranded. It actually feels like we have more than 6 hits. It feels like we have like 10 or 12 hits, and we've left them all fucking stranded, doesn't it? We've left bases loaded stranded twice. Right past J.P. Crawford, but no lack of effort. Nice hit by Logan Ohapi, another up-and-coming catcher in the big leagues for the Los Angeles Angels. All right, Ohapi. I still would rather have Cal Raleigh, but I see Ohapi's progression, and I like what I'm seeing. Next up for the Angels, center fielder, Mickey Moniak. You got an Ichiro Road Gray. Nice. Hell yeah. I don't own any Ichiro jerseys. I did remember I tried to end up getting a black one. That's another jersey that the Mariners should bring back, the black. And also, it was an alternate jersey they only wore a little bit. And then I also remember they had a black All-Star Ichiro when the All-Star game was in Colorado. That one is awesome. I've seen that one at the ballpark a couple times, like a Mitchell and Ness or whatever, or like an All-Star jersey. And I always like the design of that particular look. And I know black isn't necessarily like, you don't think of Mariners in black, but when they make a Mariner black jersey, if it's, you know, if it looks correct and it looks right, and there's something swaggy about it. So, but I really do like the Ichiro All-Star jersey that I ended up seeing. And I remember I bid on one on eBay, but I didn't end up winning it. It went for too much, but I ended up bidding on it with like 20 other people. And then a couple guys outbid me right at the end, but I got no Ichiros, but I do plan on getting a Randy Johnson, you know, Mariners. But I also would like to get a Randy Johnson Expos, because I always have loved the Montreal Expos, Pedro Martinez, Randy Johnson, Oil Can Boyd, Andres Galarraga. But obviously I would, you know, have to get the Randy Johnson. And I just love the Expos colors, the hat, the jersey, something special about the Montreal Expos, and they don't exist anymore. So, but obviously that would only happen after I got Edgar Martinez, Ichiro, Randy Johnson, Mariners, Cal Raleigh, and then like I'm like a rich guy, and then I'm like, oh, now I'm so rich I can afford Randy Johnson and Expos. And if I was rich, I would end up getting the white one and the kind of the teal blue one that they have. I think those ones are incredible. It's probably one of the more underrated jerseys in Major League Baseball history, the Montreal Expos. And what a damn shame that they took that team away from Canada. I would rather see the Expos than the fucking Washington Nationals. You know, Expos would have been sweet if they were able to make that work. So that way we would have the Blue Jays in Toronto and then the Expos in Montreal. Always loved those jerseys. PJ in the building. What's good? Yes, I agree. Yes, he was. Yeah, but for my memories, it's more, you know, Randy Johnson was there. And we obviously, you know, it's just crazy to think Randy Johnson and Pedro Martinez were on the Expos. Imagine if the Expos never got rid of their players and they built a franchise around those guys. You got Randy pitching like game 1, Pedro game 2. You know, like, you know, you could have both guys pitch 3 games each. Like, who's going to beat those guys? Randy one night and Pedro another night? Man, what could have been? Oil Can Boyd wasn't as good as them, but, you know, he was no slouch. And then Andres Galarraga was a fan favorite. Big swing and a miss. Got him. There we go. Let's go to the end of the 7th inning. 2-1 Angels. Oh, nice. All right, we are, we like to rally, and I know what's going to help us get this rally going. And obviously, it was an emotional loss yesterday that carried over to today. But also, I think it had to do with a little bit of the batting order. I think that I would have rather had Cal Raleigh catch today over Mitch Garver, and I would have rather had Julio batting in the cleanup spot, Cal in the 3-hole. And I know sometimes it sounds silly, to be able to move certain guys, but sometimes, when you find that right rhythm and that right combination, you want to stick with it. And, we have Garver catching today. I think we would have been able to manufacture more if we would have had Cal catching today, and probably better defense too. But it is only a 2-1 game. We still have a chance. Let's go to the top of the 8th inning. Next up for the Mariners, catching today, Mitch Garver. Batting second, right fielder Luke Raley. And you can't have us stranded bases loaded twice, Luke. You've been on a little bit of a slump. We need you to get back to your former self. And then batting third, first baseman Ty France. Come on now. Go Mariners. We're a good 8th and 9th inning team, so. Yeah, plus, if you end up collecting cards or follow social media, they ended up debuting a Montreal Expos Tom Brady card that was autographed, and it ended up going for big money. And they also had versions of that card not autographed that broke the internet a few weeks back. So, just like Russell Wilson ended up getting drafted, in the big leagues, there's been quite a few players that are, in the NFL or were in the NFL that got drafted. Kyler Murray, obviously the only player to get drafted first round in football and baseball. Could have been an Oakland Athletic. But I guess if you have a chance to go to the Athletics, or, even though the, Arizona Cardinals aren't really that good, I can see why he made that decision. But he would have been able to have a longer career in baseball, though. Let's go, Garv. We're at 59, 41 to go. 1-0 count. And even if Garb gets hit by a pitch but doesn't get hurt, or he gets walked, that is solid. Again, sometimes you don't even need to get a single, but we'll see what we get here. 1-0 pitch. Uh-oh. That's lined out to left field. Fuck. One away. Next up, 0 for 3 with a K, right fielder Luke Raley. Come on, Luke. I need to get the Mariner Moose on the screen. That's why we haven't come back yet. The sports gods were waiting for me to put that up on the screen, and I've been slacking on that. All right, now we're going to come back. Mariner Moose, he works from home. And he's in the stadium. Let's go. Come on, baby. We need a rally. Come on. Come on, Luke. Yeah, Russell was drafted in the MLB as well. I believe Yankees. I don't know. I got a pretty good memory. Like, some people can't even remember what they had for dinner last night, and I can remember stats on a baseball card when I was 5. So it's kind of one of those weird things. I'm like, like Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, but sports. Once it's in here, it stays in there. You need a Moose jersey? Top of the 8th, 2-1. Halos. Pitches inside. 2-2 count. Come on, Luke. This would be a great time to get out of your slump and hit a nice solo dinger to tie the game up 2-2. Come on, Luke. 2-2 pitch. And wildly swinging at garbage at the knees and into the dirt. 2 away. Fucking A, Luke. If you don't start playing better, you're going to get benched. Fuck. Next up, first baseman Ty France. But again, we don't really have anyone that could come in there to do better. Mitch Haniger is doing worse than Luke Raley. And then I guess you could put Demo in right field over Luke Raley, but Demo hasn't really been doing a whole lot either. We need to be able to bring up some of our guys, Lazaro Montez, Cole Young, Colt Emerson, Harry Ford, or we need to fucking trade, for Luis Robert Jr., and put some guy out there in the outfield to play, with Julio Rodriguez out there. We need a fucking outfielder bad. I mean, unless we end up doing like, a Pete Alonso type of thing. Cody Bellinger ended up getting injured, so I don't think that we're going to be interested in him based off the money and then him going to the IL. But Luis Robert Jr. would be pretty sweet on the Mariners. He might be probably the best fit out of all of the rumored names that are out there, I think Vlad Jr. would be pretty dope as well. I think those would be the two that I would want the most. Vlad Jr., from the Toronto Blue Jays over Bo Bichette. I think I would want Vlad, and I think I would want Luis Robert Jr. I think those would be the two best fits. But I don't want to give up the whole farm system for, one of those guys. Unless we ended up going for two lower guys, like Brent Rooker and Ellie De La Cruz, or not Ellie De La Cruz, Brian De La Cruz. No, Ellie De La Cruz we wouldn't get from the Reds. They would never trade him. But Brian De La Cruz from the Marlins with Rooker on the A's, that would be good too. Little dribbler up the middle, throw to first. And Ty France is out. We're going to go to the bottom of the 8th. 2-1 Angels. Come on, fucking Mariners. And we play tomorrow at 1 with Logan Gilbert on the mound. Let's get some fucking juice going. Come on now. And again, when we end up scoring 3 runs or less, we're fucking terrible. We got like 4 wins and like 40 fucking losses. So, we have to get 4 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And then when we do that, we usually win 90 to 95% of the time. In 2022 and 2023, it was 5 runs and 7 to 10 hits. And then those numbers would equate to wins. But now it's like, unless the only way that we can win a game like this, if it ends up being a 1-run game and we get something late where we win 3-2 or 2-1. But right now we're down 2-1, and I don't know, man. I mean, we got more hits than the Angels right now, but I'm not sure if we feel like a big home run or a big RBI is coming, but I hope. I don't want to lose 2 games in a row to the fucking Angels. The Astros are getting very, very close. Too close for comfort right now. Big facts. Let's go, baby. We need it. Like, sub, donate, comment, share. We need 41 to hit the goal. I hope so. I got to be able to see the order. We got to see where we are in the batting order if we can actually tie it up and go into extras. Yeah, true. That is very true. If Vlad comes, or even Luis Robert, I mean, yeah, it's like game ticket prices would definitely be going up for sure. I think it's about momentum too. I think, again, we are the number 1 strikeout team in baseball. We're pacing to be the number 1 strikeout team in the last 100 years. We don't have any 300 hitters, and we're very streaky. So it's like we need a good pitching performance. We need a good bullpen performance. But again, it's all feeding off momentum. So some games were really, really good. But if you notice, when we have a very tough emotional loss, the next game after that, we usually don't play that well. We usually kind of like a hangover effect. Like imagine partying and having fucking 25 beers, and then you got to go into the next game, and you're hungover. Sometimes you're not going to be your best version of yourself, and that's kind of what I feel right now. We should have won yesterday, and we let that game slip through our fingers. And it's not like the Angels are doing a whole lot. We had 11 runs, and then we were very competitive last night. But the Mariners are going to have a lot of games where we only get 1, 2, 3 runs until we trade for a couple bats, or until we have 2 players that are batting 300 or higher. And right now we don't have any. So think about that for a second. We need to have at least 2 guys out of 9. And if you go back and 10, 15 years ago, there was a lot of teams that had 3 or 4 guys that were batting over 300. We have 0. So, I mean, it's tough. And the only reason that we're sitting in first place is because of our pitching staff. Can you imagine if we had a bad pitching staff? We would probably be sitting in 3rd or 4th in the division right now. So something to keep in mind. Yeah, both really fucked us up in that last game. He was 0 for 7 in closing opportunities at that point. Now 0 for 8. Fucking Joe Adele. God damn it, Snyder. And that's why we need better bullpen guys as well. Matt Brash is out for the year. You got Santos, you got Stanek, but sometimes they're a little shaky. And then you got Munoz. We need better guys in the bullpen also. Like if it was me and I was in control of the Mariners, I would get 2 bullpen guys and 2 hitters, and hopefully one guy that's like a power hitter, one guy that's a singles hitter, and then get 2 bullpen guys, one guy that can pitch the 6th and one guy that can pitch the 7th. And then guys like fucking Lizardo that we sent down to AAA, get rid of his ass. Ballman, get rid of his ass. A lot of these guys, Snyder, both. They're very inconsistent, and I don't really like any of those guys, to be honest. Like it wouldn't really bother me if they were not on the Mariners moving after that point. So, Sarah with $1, appreciate you. We're at 60, 40 to go. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks. A little cactus jack, bang bang. Come on, Mariners. We just need to be able to get 1 run, and then maybe we can win it in extras in 10, and we can win 3-2. Pitches outside, 1-0 count. All right, let's see where we're at on the likes right now. Where are we sitting? We're at 44. If you haven't smashed the like button just yet, please do. We only need 6 more likes to be able to hit the goal for the stream. Ooh, tried to tag him out there at second. Joe Adele getting a little sneaky out there. Now we're at 45. We need 5 more likes to get to the goal before the game ends. Hell, if you got a secondary account, do your boy a solid and like the stream. Let's go. Let's try to get to 50. That's a good fucking accomplishment with no Twitter X access today. Let's go. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. Yes, sir. Wow. Why would Snyder try to catch that ball? Let Cal or Ty France catch that ball. Snyder's thinking he's a fucking first baseman out there. My goodness. Like how often? I don't think I've seen a pitcher, like normally pitchers know, like that's not your job. Let the first baseman, the shortstop, the second baseman, the catcher, the third, anybody but you. Like, what are you doing? Good thing he didn't drop that. Otherwise, that might have been the last game that you would have seen of Colin Snyder. My goodness. We gained 2 subs tonight, too, with no Twitter X access also. So everything's going good. We've gained a couple subs. We're getting on our way on the donos. We've hit a good number on the likes. We've gotten a brand new mod today. We've gotten good support by all the people that have donated. We just need a Mariner win, right? And we got Logan Gilbert tomorrow. Home Run Derby on Monday. I'm super excited. It's my favorite All-Star festivity, 2-day period with the MLB. It's the best. Better than the NHL, the NBA, or the Pro Bowl by a lot. Can't wait for that. And then we got the All-Star game on Tuesday. I am so stoked. I fucking love the Home Run Derby, and I fucking love the MLB All-Star game. It is like must-see TV for me. I love it, love it, love it. Let's go. 1-1 pitch. Pitch is outside, but called strike. 1-2 count. Okay, I got you. I'll get you a photo or 2. Oh, man, Dodgers are just getting roughed up with pitching. And that's why, at the end of the year, we know the Phillies and Dodgers, might have the 2 best records or 2 of the best in the National League. But there's no guarantee that those teams that have the best records in the National League make the World Series. We've seen the Phillies and Diamondbacks the last 2 years get hot and healthy and beat up the Braves and the Dodgers. So, it might end up being a weird rando team that ends up going, crazy at the end, like the Milwaukee Brewers, that surprises everyone and then, ends up taking a spot. I'm not saying that they will, but that could be a team that could surprise people, kind of late. And then obviously you got your Cardinals and the Padres that are kind of floating a few games above 500. And we'll see after the All-Star break if they can keep it up. And the Braves don't have enough with no Ronald Acuna, Jr. or Spencer Strider. But again, if the Dodgers and Phillies continue to have injuries, that will open the door for the Braves, the Brewers, the Cardinals, and the Padres to make a move. And then on the American League side, I think we're the better conference. We have the better teams over there. There's more competitiveness. You got Yankees, you got Orioles, you got Guardians, you got Mariners, you got Royals, and you got Twins. In my opinion, I think the American League teams are a little bit stronger, but we'll wait and see. And obviously, we end up winning the World Series with the Astros and the Rangers. So, not saying the National League sucks because they don't, but I think that the American League elite teams are slightly more consistent and a little bit stronger. But we'll see where it goes. It wouldn't really shock me if the Dodgers ended up making the World Series and they won it all, if they can get Mookie back and everyone's healthy, or if the Phillies ended up winning it all, obviously with Bryce Harper and Kyle Schwarber and company, but we'll have to wait and see. Let's go. So far, so good. It looks like we're at 636 views already. Not bad, with no Twitter X access. Come on, baby. We need you. Esteves is good. All-star. Get you one more photo here. Action photo, and then after he hit a nice home run, celebration there in the dugout. Appreciate you. And then again, anything that you want to be able to see, DX or with the Brazilian Beast, I got you as well. Come on, Polo. You had 3 really good games in a row where you had a bunch of RBIs and you were going like 2 for 4 or better. And then you had a kind of an off game yesterday. Man, we really need some heroics now. Let's go, Polo. Top of the 9th, 2-1 Angels. Kind of feels like we're going to lose this game, but you never know. And if we end up losing this, we have to win tomorrow. We can't only win 1 fucking game against the Angels and lose 3, and end up losing the series. The Astros are on our heels. Polo crushes it. Fucking A, Joe Adele. Son of a bitch. That would have been a base knock. Damn it. Fucking Polo. That was a good quality hit there that could have dropped, but nothing for Polo. Next up, third baseman, Hollywood, Josh Rojas. Maybe we need to rearrange the order a little bit too. Maybe put like Rojas in the 2-hole after JP, or put Rojas in the leadoff spot and JP in the 2-hole, just to kind of mix it up a little bit. I mean, if I'm a manager, I'm going to be mixing it up. And there goes Rojas with the first pitch flied out. Yeah, I think we're losing this game, especially when you got a closer like Andres Munoz on the mound. This is like the Andres Munoz equivalent for the Angels. This isn't looking too good, but we got a guy who's been the best for us today, 3 for 3 day. Victor Robles, can you go 4 for 4 and hit a home run and tie the game up and be the hero here? Come on, Victor Robles. Come on, baby. Come on, Victor. Pitch in there for a strike. 0-1 count. And I'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific. Logan Gilbert on the mound. And I'm very excited for that. Just thought we would have a good chance to win this game with George Kirby pitching. I'm very shocked that we only put up 1 and the Angels put up 2. I would have never predicted a 2-1 score after what happened in Game 1 and Game 2 in this series. I guess that's where we're at. Big swing and a miss. 0-2 count. Fuck! Come on! Oh, 2 pitch. And there it is, strike 3. And the game is over. Fuck. Rough. That was really, really rough. Terrible performance from the Mariners. We left too many stranded. Luke Raley had 3 runners stranded twice. And if we could have just got one of those innings to get a RBI single, then we would have been at least at 2-2. And then who knows what would have happened. But damn. Not what I expected here today. Going into the game, I was thinking, maybe we'll have a good chance. And then now, as the game ends, final score, Los Angeles Angels 2, Seattle Mariners 1. Fucking A. And hopefully we can end up winning tomorrow. And we got Logan Gilbert on the mound. I made the thumb already. And we got Logan Gilbert on the thumb, so hopefully this will end up helping us get the victory. Fucking no electricity here today with the Mariner lineup. Damn it. And the game ended so quick, 2 hours and 18 minutes. That might be one of the record times. But again, when you strike out as much as the Mariners and you don't end up getting any RBIs or good home runs, fucking A, rough night. Any additional photos that I can provide for any of the people that donated? I don't know if the Brazilian Beast is still on here or if DX is still on here already for the donos there. But if there's anyone that has donated in the stream that I haven't taken care of, let me know. Man, oh man, oh man. Let's take a quick look at the likes to see where we're at. But GG to all of the Angels fans, if there is any in the room. We ended up hitting 44 likes with no access to Twitter/X. And we ended up hitting 60 on the donos, but now we're at 45 likes, 60 on the donos, and normally the goal is 50 likes and 100. So that's pretty successful, with all things being said, to be honest. So, okay, I got you. Let me drop some photos here. I'll stay online for another 11 minutes. I'll stay online for 2 hours and 30 minutes, and I'll get some. What on the Iowa tight ends? Who do you want? You want like George Kittle and TJ Hawkinson, like that? Like, you have anything specific that you want to see? And there's plenty of, Dallas Clark. I can name drop for days on Iowa tight ends. But I'll start off with the obvious ones. I got you. We'll first start it off with an old school Dallas Clark, one of the first OG tight ends there for the Iowa Hawkeyes. Well, thank you so much, Megan. Appreciate you. Megan with a $20 holla to make sure we're getting closer to our goal. Thank you so much. Stacks on stacks, racks on racks, a little Cactus Jack bang bang, and I'll make sure I get some photos for you. So if that means that we stay on for 15 minutes instead of 10, I'll make sure we take care of everyone before the stream ends. So. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. We're at 80, only 20 to go to hit the goal. We're so close. We're so close of hitting the likes and the donos. No problem. I appreciate you, Megan. And then we got to go to George Kittle. I got to get an Iowa logo here. Give me a second. We got to make sure we're completing the process here. There we go. No, I totally understand. Let's go. I got to sprinkle in some TJ. A black TJ jersey and then a white. I got to get both jersey schemes. Tight end university. And it's like not only are they good tight ends, but they end up being like Pro Bowl, All Pro, and some even, Hall of Fame. Very impressed. Good development there. Good coaches that have developed those players there for the Hawkeyes. I hope one day Oregon can have a tight end as good as the ones that Iowa's had over the years. I mean, we've had some, George Reister and Justin Peele, and we've had a few, but not on the level of these Hall of Fame type of players. Yeah, exactly. You got to look at the best, the best aspect of it, try to make the best of a situation that isn't ideal. First down, Hawkeyes. Yeah, it's starting to dwindle, though. It went from 8-9 games to 6 games to 4 games to 2 games, and it's getting really low now. I hope you appreciated those. Anything else that you want to be able to see, DX? I'm going to start working on some photos for Megan. Anything that you want to specifically see, Megan, before obviously we end everything? I want to make sure we take care of you. I'll start off with just some Pete Carroll, and then if there's anything that you want specifically, just type in the chat, and I got you. Yeah, that sounds good. I was thinking just doing Seahawks, Steve Largent, Jim Zorn, and Pete. I thought that would be kind of cool. We can go that route. I like being able to do the photos just because it gives everyone in the room, including myself, an opportunity to see what you love, and then it gets people to understand, your passions and who you root for and what you appreciate the most about those particular coaches or players or musicians or whatever we're pulling up, or NASCAR drivers. Appreciate you guys very much. Done, Paisley. Oh, absolutely. I mean, who's better at college and in the NFL? Guy's incredible. Absolutely, I got you. Over the shoulder, baby. And a stream wouldn't be complete for Megan without Stefan, even though Anson has taken the number one spot as of late. But, we got to make sure we sprinkle these in. You gotta always end off on a high note, no matter what it is. All right, I gotta make some more room. Get Matt some photos here as well. He's done a great job as lead mod. Trying to hypnotize you with those eyes. Throwing a couple comedian photos here at the very end for DX. Little fluffies. And I'm going to go take a long walk with Paisley. It's been pretty hot here in Oregon. So we're going to get some nice exercise. And then I'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific for the Mariners and the Angels game number 4, last game in the set. We had 46 likes, only 4 more to get to 50, but that's a pretty damn good, try, considering everything else. it looks like the views really weren't impacted that much. We hit 712, and it's still registering, so not bad, with everything. So I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys very, very much. Again, I'll be live tomorrow at 1 o'clock Pacific. Final score, Los Angeles Angels 2, Seattle Mariners 1. Rough one tonight. Shout out to all the people watching on Twitter/X. But we don't have them today, so I don't have to say that. Shout out to all the people watching on YouTube, liking, subbing, donating, commenting, sharing. I love y'all. And again, we'll be live tomorrow, 1 o'clock Pacific, for Logan Gilbert against the Halos. And I got one question for you. Who talk sports like us? Your boy Ryan, Northwest Sports Fanatics, and I'm out. Gang.